4-1 again, ole ole. Unbelievable, guys. Let's go. What a result. 4-1 against Spurs away. That is never an easy game. It was today, granted, it was an easy game. But going into that, even in the position that Spurs are in, it usually always makes an entertaining watch, and it always still feels so nerve-wracking because you just know how much they want to beat us for a start. At least their fans. Their players, on the other hand, I think they were happy to just let us do our thing. Just Eze, man, it is so hilarious. 5 goals in 2 games against the team that you nearly joined. Like, you couldn't make it up. I was praying for that hat-trick because that would just be so funny. But considering how bad his cameo was against Wolves, and it was bad, it was lazy, and we have seen so many times that he has just not been able to press in the way we need him to, no off-the-ball work in some games. To go and do that when we needed that kind of bounce back was huge. So I have nothing but respect for Eze. And you'll be happy to know I have nothing but respect for this man here, Victor Gyökeres. Absolutely brilliant play in that second half. First half, I was upset. Once again, I thought we were seeing all of the kind of bad stuff other than that one shot he did take. I felt like he was, if anything, getting like bullied by Dragusin. But yeah, we got to see him do what we know he can do. We got to see the man smash that ball as hard as he can. And that was what we were all excited for when he signed. And we knew, I feel like if you're someone who analyses football, you would know that he is clunky. His first touch was bad. We knew that. At least loads of the people I watched, loads of my friends, we were looking at Šeško, seeing all of his characteristics, and we were saying, okay, we are getting a less technical player with Gyökeres. We are. But he can make up for it because the ball striking is just that good. Granted, Šeško's is too, but anyway, leave him alone. That first goal was just brilliant. It did rely on some bad Spurs defending, but just to be able to leather your foot through it like that. He's the best ball striker in the club. He has to be. We've seen it now, finally. And it's just so mental that we haven't been able to see it more, because I've maintained that I don't think I've seen Gyökeres score a convincing goal since that Leeds game at the very start of the season. Every other goal has been point blank. It's come off his stomach sometimes. The keeper's got like a big hand to it. Whereas those 2 goals today were irrefutably fantastic. And very few players can kind of do what he did in those moments. So I just want to say, credit where it's due, that second half. I am very proud of Victor Gyökeres. I'll give you one of those. I'm just so happy. But it doesn't gloss over the issues. But realistically, there's nothing we can do. We just have to get behind him no matter what. And maybe if we do, he'll keep performing like that. Saka got an assist today, and I thought he was brilliant. I know for a fact, when you're an Arsenal fan, and tell me if you agree, you know that there is going to be agendas pushed against you, because obviously bottling stuff, that's our thing. The whole Declan Rice thing, when he gave that big team talk, everyone says Declan Rice is like a PR merchant. And then as soon as he made that mistake, you're just thinking, yeah, that's the rivals are going to run with that for months, because of the fact, like, it is poetic. You give a team talk and then you're the one who messes up, like, bless him. And then Saka as well, when he didn't score those 2 chances when he was running in behind. It was actually good last-ditch defending from Spurs. And I don't blame Saka at all for not finishing those chances. One of them obviously was still scored by Eze for a start. But you see these things like being set up when you watch these Arsenal games. It's like you can already see what the rivals are going to be memeing you about. And I hate it so much. But it didn't matter, because we got straight back into the game, obviously. And it was comfortable. Just because we're nervous doesn't mean that we didn't absolutely demolish and batter them. We just know there's so much pressure. Who else did I want to mention? I really rate Hincapié, man. He is chaotic, but I think he's going to end up being probably like my second favourite signing that we made in the summer. I think he just fits into this team so perfectly. Shout out Arteta for subbing Timber off. Finally, like, thank you so much. Mosquera smashed it at right back, and I feel confident in saying that I would watch him play there again. I could see his name on a team sheet at right back and feel confident. So impressed with that little cameo. Gabriel, obviously that push incident, I do think it was a foul because it was two hands, but we saw against in the Man City game, Bernardo jumps into Dan Burn, and it should easily be a second yellow. But I'm convinced because Dan Burn is so big and Bernardo's so small that the yellow card isn't given. Whereas if it was a bigger player against a smaller player, it definitely would have. I feel like when you're as big as Gabriel, you can't go to ground easily, even if it's warranted, because people are just going to look at you and be like, nah, he's diving. Whereas if it was, say, I don't know, Lisandro Martinez with that push, you'd be like, yeah, he would go down because he's like really light. Like, you just can't really take those risks. But doesn't matter because it wasn't given. But it's something to think about. David Raya bouncing back. I just don't know how, as an Arsenal fan, you can be against David Raya to any extent. Do I think that occasionally, with the odd dive, he could do better? Maybe even in that first goal, he potentially should have been able to save it. But where he redeems himself, what you might lose out for a little bit there with the odd scenario of shot stopping, he makes up for with that just insane reactions with keeping the ball out off the line. Absolutely amazing. We just need to keep up this. We need to just keep this up now. We can't afford to not win every single game, in my opinion. We just have to win every single game. Mentality-wise, you just know for a fact if we draw or lose a game after that Wolves game, we're just going to go straight back to depressed. And I don't blame anyone for that, but we can't let that happen. We have to get behind every single player. And I think we can do it. And I think after today, I think you should believe we can do it too. Let's just quickly look at the stats. Quickly. As you can see, just absolute destruction. The one thing you could say is the 6 shots on target when we had 20 is not very good. It's not great. And the fact that Spurs, on the other hand, had 5 shots on target with only 6 is like, why are we just so unclinical at times? But big up, everyone. Come on, you Gunners. We've done it. 2 4-1s against Spurs in a season is only ever going to be a beautiful sight. Please comment your thoughts. I'll reply to everyone. Like, subscribe. Come on, you Gunners.